Hello, this is me, Kevin Willinkar, and this is my day 13th of working on communication skills. It should have been day 22, yeah, 2022, but I was not able to record for a few days because I was working on one project and it took me some of my energy, my some of my lot of my energy was invested into that, so I wasn't able to give time to this. But I'm back. I will try to record multiple videos per day in the future as per my mood and as per the time to be in the same pace like before. But I'll try my best. I'll not give up on myself and I'll try to improve myself the more I can. So, the topic that we chose today is globalization, a boon or bane. Starting with, let me just quickly explain what globalization means. Globalization is the process by which the one person all the people are connected to each other across the world, around the world, from every corner of the world. Now, this is possible due to maybe four things. One is transportation. There is very good transportation, airways, ships. Yeah. Then there are good trades, export, import. Third thing, sharing of information, and fourth thing, sharing of cultures and something like that through social media or through entertainment industry. Uh, and fifth, technology, also technology. So if I have we cannot be in the denial that globalization has happened, and it is on the very powerful state right now. There was a term called as kala pani used in India a lot before. Like, people used to consider that if you cross the sea you lose your religion, and that was termed as kala pani. But today, in today's perspective, globalization the next is a massive thing that is happening around us. So if I have to start with, let me start with uh, boon boon of globalization. So first thing why I think is globalization is good is because of economic growth. If the country has good export, then import, if they are giving more to the outer world, if the companies are making great on the global market, then it is direct economic growth. Even tourism can be considered into this. It will be very much good economic growth, and that is a very boon case. It will help the country or the company to gain great heights. So second thing is access to technology. For example, in India, recently we found lithium, and there is a rise of electric vehicles, and the lithium can be a great source for the world, and we can get, like, different corners of the world can get access to this. Then also we import a lot of semiconductors from Taiwan, and yeah, so this is how we get access to a lot of technology through globalization. Third thing I would like to say is cultural growth. For example, K-pop, Hollywood. Can you imagine? Like, there are so many movies, so many ideologies that are passed from one corner to the another. Even the dance form, even the singing form, a cappella, this, that, even the instruments, violin and all. There is so much sharing of cultural knowledge across the world, and that is one of the best thing globalization can do. Fourth thing that is great because of globalization is there are more job opportunities. For example, if we take some outlets like Domino's, Pizza Hut, now this is giving a lot of employment to in it is giving lot of employment also. Fifth thing is globalization gives connection to, like, if there's some loved one who is somewhere else, you get a good connection, you get a good what you say you get a good relation with people. Like, there are many times, like, even the Prime Minister of India has been visiting other countries to have a good connection, have a good relation, and globalization helps doing that. Fifth reason I find globalization to be good is because you get a good improved standard of life. Now, this is for some rich, not rich people, like some people who, I'm not having a good example with me. Like, some people considers like some imported brands to be the best for them. Like, for example, Lure Park, some say like that cheese is the best, something like that. Some wine, this that imported wine is good, so it somehow improves the standard of life. And wow, a good example I got is during COVID days, there was like Pfizer. vaccines and all, like you get access to different medicines which can be like greatest boon to humankind. Like it can help in medications and a lot of other stuff. Six reason why I feel globalization is good is because there is sharing of resources. Now, uh, like a lot for example, samosa is not come from India, like, but I cannot imagine myself without eating samosas. Okay, so this is how, like, there are some resources. Samosa is not a resource, or maybe it is. I'm not getting good example. Okay, vegetables like potato and all, they are not from India. I think even cashews are not from India, if I'm not wrong. So this is how you get like good, but a good resource from outside the world to your homeland. The next point I would like to say is like you get a good problem solving. Like if there is any ozone depletion, or if there is any climatic thing going, climate problem going on, you can, like, a lot of country together can come together and work on it, which is one of the another greatest thing. Like I don't remember, somewhere Kenya, there were some elephants issues, and then Ambani. I'm not having that knowledge right now. I think I'll skip this point. Okay, next thing is bane of globalization. First is the history has been testimony that like the British rule, Portuguese rule, it has led to a lot of exploitation. So I will just give some this point to the history of the world. Like it has been the testimony for that, that globalization can be a very bane. Second thing is gap. Now there can be more, like in the previous points I have mentioned that globalization can give good employment, but it can somehow lead to more gap between rich and poor. Like one who is rich can get access of globalization, but one who cannot make it cannot have access to being globalized, or being going from one corner to the other another, uh, and get access to the different corners of the world. So this is one point. Third thing is there can be environmental issues, like I said, lithium, like in India, but there can be. This is just an example. I don't have the proper research, but there can be a case where like lithium will be so much exploited that it can be very problematic for the environment of India. Yeah, so it can has have environmental issues also. Fourth thing can be local shops. Like if I have some product, if I'm selling some product, but I can be easily crushed by some global global giants. So my small business will be very much, it will be very much hard for me to gain that competition. Fifth thing is, I think, exploitation. Like for example, you get some cheaper labors in some part of the countries, which can be very dangerous. And the sixth thing and can be cultural erosion. And if I okay, I'll speak about this point little later. So these are the points like boon or bane. And to conclude, I think, in my perspective, globalization is the best thing. It is best thing, meaning if I weigh both the things, boon and bane, I think it is a boon, and globalization is a tool, shall be our weapon to fight some problems in life. And the only thing which I think, which I consider is a bane, and it is a very dangerous bane about globalization, is cultural erosion. Now the other things like exploitations, then getting crushed by global giants, or a gap between rich and poor, I think those points can be covered easily. And through the history we have so many examples of personalities who have been like to rags to rich, and they have earned so much from nothing. So I think if you are being crushed by some global giants, or something like that, then still you can rise more, you can take it very competitively, and if you work on yourself, somehow you will get it. I like I'm saying, there is still chance. Like you cannot blame globalization for your failure. It is my belief, my belief. But the one thing that I am totally against globalization is for cultural erosion. I do not like when some cultures just die because you just tend to be westernized. For example, if I consider McDonald's only, like people now tend to forget to cook some, like I'm from Goa, some Goan dish, for example, ambil and all, like which should be like pride of the that part, like sanna, very beautiful, very tasty dish. But if you get more globalized, if you try to be more westernized, you are somehow losing your authenticity, and this is something I'm against of. Now if uh, I can go anywhere around the world, but if I forget my roots, if I forget what Goa meant, like my story, the history of Goa, yeah, or the places, the culture, the wealth of Goa, the knowledge about Goa, the songs, the dance, the music, the everything about Goa, then I'm totally loser. I do not have anything. Like if I forget my roots, I'm gone. So this is my take, that only one thing I'm afraid of is the cultural erosion. Now people should realize that one culture, some culture, maybe like Dekani, a dance of Goa, very beautiful dance, Mando, very beautiful dance, and that thing to happen has taken lot of generational efforts. Like there has been many things to get onto that thing, and if we as a new generation, and in the process of globalization, if we forget that, we are forgetting so many efforts, and we are just killing that, and I'm totally against that. I'm totally against that. And but I also believe that along with globalization, like being global, being vocal, being connected to the entire world, we can still have that, we can still be rooted towards our roots, and we can have the um, cultural knowledge, about cultural knowledge. So yeah, this is what I feel, that people should not forget the root, and there should not be cultural erosion, but there should be cultural knowledge, there should be understanding of cultural knowledge about different places, and you should never let your cultural uh, root culture die. And yeah, this is my take, and I completely agree, globalization is a boon. Yeah, thank you.